It is my wife's dream car. She's always dreamed of owning this thing. And the ability to just give this to her, I mean, no words can describe it really. Yeah. So we came here and we picked it up. I believe it was $120,000 before tax, after the taxes, insurance out the door. It was over $130,000 out the door. At first, she was again her practical self, because my wife is very practical. She's thinking, "Are you sure you want this? I mean, how about a sedan? You can carry more than 2 people." And we already have a family car, and so that I said, no, this is going to be a weekend machine, just you and me. We can take the top down, go down the coast, and this is why I love my wife so much. I mean, I know she wants a car. It's her dream car, but she's still thinking about her family. She's still thinking about being practical and stuff. I said, no, this is a reward for us achieving this goal. And then at that point, she just became a psycho. In that case, she wanted, what color you want? And we took a test drive, and she just fell in love with the car. The car has an air vent behind the headrest, and it blows hot air at your neck. So we're driving down, it's a cool night, and we combine it with the hot air blowing across your neck, and it was beautiful. At first, I thought it was a silly option, but it's indispensable. I love it. And she loves it too. And we turned on the heated seat, turned on the air car, like only 64 degrees outside. We were nice and toasty warm, top down, moonlights out. Fantastic. This is pretty much it. It's a realization of a dream right there. I mean, something that I dreamed about. It's something I always wanted. I visualized it, and to see it finally happen. I mean, just the smile on my face is just, year to year grin, year to year. People look at my blog now, they figure, this is how it's always been. The truth of the matter is, I came from a very humble background. I didn't came from money. I said, I was born and raised in mainland China. I live in a small farming village until I was 7 years old. The house I grew up in had no electricity. It had no running water. We got the water out of a well. It had no stove, and I had no idea what a microwave was. So I didn't came from money. And my family immigrated to Vancouver when I was 7 years old. And I grew up in the downtown east side, which is equivalent to like East LA or the Bronx. It was the poorest neighborhood in Canada. And I was a latchkey kid growing up. Both my parents have to work to make ends meet, and I have a little brother I had to take care of. So I didn't came from money, and I grew up in a school of hard knocks. I didn't go to the best school. It was an inner city school. I said I was a latchkey kid, but I tell you one thing, the reason I am successful is because I listened to my dad. See, my dad said that, he sacrificed everything to bring me to a new country to live. And he says, in this new country, you can be anything you want to be, right? And I was just stupid enough to believe him. And typical of an Asian parents. Yeah, he said, in this country, you can be anything you want to be. And of course, he wanted me to be a doctor. Typical Asian parent always wants the kids to be a doctor. But I was just stupid enough to believe him. And so growing up, I was always told that, you came from a country where people are oppressed. It's a communist country. But now you're in a country where you can be whatever you want to be. And I just took that to heart. And so when you look at a situation, you can look at it in 2 ways. You can either see a problem, or do you see an opportunity? Growing up, I saw nothing but opportunity. Some would say my childhood kind of sucked because, I grew up in such a poor environment, and downtown east side is the biggest concentration of HIV-infected people and drug users in the world. Right? So some people say my life sucked, but actually all I saw was opportunity, because even though my Vancouver, the poor neighborhood I grew up in, was very bad by average standards, it was still better than life in China, because I actually have a toilet that actually flush. in China, we had an outhouse. You do your business, you push it away. Right? So when an opportunity comes along, I don't see anything as a problem. I see everything as an opportunity, and that's how you should see something. You know, you don't have problems. All you have is opportunity. Before I discovered the internet, I had a regular bricks and mortars business, and so that meant 6 days a week, 12-hour days. It was a lot of hard work, just a lot of long hours, and I wish that on my worst enemy. I never do it again. I had rent, I had lease on equipment, I had employees to pay, and by the time everything gets paid, there was almost nothing left for me. So some days I barely make more than minimum wage. But you know, to everyone else, they figure, hey, business owner must be successful. And I know there's a lot of business owners who can relate to what I just said. Yeah, it felt really, really bad. Like I said, a lot of the time I was just stressed out, you know, wondering like, you know, it's like 5 days into the month, I need to come up with rent and I don't have it. So, I mean, couldn't sleep at night, couldn't just pull my hair out because I was just worry and stuff like that. At least I learned from it, you know, and then it took me a while to figure out that you cannot be afraid to fail, right? Because that's how you learn. That's how you learn. I mean, so I failed. And I failed miserably, you know, because the business wasn't making any money. Well, it didn't make enough money for me to live on, right? But it also allowed me to rethink everything, because I discovered that, you know, there has to be a better way. So that's when I started looking. I went looking for better ways. So in a way, that business, my first business, is actually a blessing, because without it, I wouldn't have discovered the internet. My daughter is the most important thing in my life to me, and I want to make sure that she has a better life than what I had. So, and I'm lucky in that I've been able to provide for her an environment, a family environment. Like, she's grown up with both parents in the house. Like, and I realized a lot of households, both the husband and wife work, and, you know, daycare are raising our children. Right? And I've been lucky in the sense that she has grown up with both parents, and to her, she thinks that's normal. And when she talks to other kids in the school and find out that, you know, their parents are not home, and she's wondering, she doesn't understand that. And it's something that is unique, and I want to do, and it's something unique that I provide for her. So.
Awesome. Thank you.